now is actually the prize pools. So did the prize pools change? And just so everybody understands too, the prize pools are the same for both Xbox and PS4 as well. So so everything is exactly the same for both leagues. Both leagues mirror each other. It's just two different systems. So that's just so everybody understands how that works. But explain to everybody how the prize pool is going to work, as far as, because I know there's been a lot of changes there with that.
There's definitely been a lot of changes with that. So opposed to the $250 we gave for PS4 last year, I think it was $320 on Xbox last year, because I guess the payments were a little different.
Right.
But they're both the same this year. So the $320 prize pool has gone up to it'll be $300 for the Super Bowl champion, $300 alone for the Super Bowl champion. So last year in Xbox, you were getting $220 for winning the Super Bowl.
Right.
This year, you're gonna get a solid $300. The runner-up is gonna get $100, and then all the division winners will get $20 each.
Okay, so that's going to be the biggest change, is that everybody's going to at least have an opportunity to at least get $20 back per season.
That's if you're constantly competing and competitive, you're gonna get some. It's gonna just playing your games, by playing all your games, is gonna benefit you in the long run. If you're tanking and you're not playing your games, then you're gonna miss out, because your team is gonna regress, one, and then two, you're not gonna get the development upgrade incentive for playing and streaming all your games that we also added to the league now.
Oh, okay. So that's another thing too that you've added. You've added some incentives for playing all your games, and also for streaming.
Yeah, for streaming. So when you stream your games, say for instance you're the away team for that week, you're obligated to stream. All away teams are obligated to stream each week. So once you stream your game, if you don't stream your game, that's on you. You know, I'm not gonna punish you for not streaming your game, but just don't expect to get that incentive that everybody else in your division is getting.
Gotcha.
Gotcha. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm giving everybody the same amount of playing, equal opportunity to get incentives. Outside of, like, people say, oh, why do tier 3, tier 4 teams get incentives? I'm like, well, if you're the Dolphins, or you're the let's say, I'm not even saying the Dolphins. Let's say, I don't know, the game's kind of balanced this year, so it's not really like really bad teams out there.
Right.
But say you're just a lower tier team, you're gonna say, like, all right, well, I have a team that my team is okay, but I have a lot of players that I need to develop. So you're gonna be able to develop those players this year.
Gotcha. Okay.
We're gonna increase the opportunity of you developing the players. Even if you're a solid player but you're not winning, you still have an opportunity to develop players, because you're participating. And we're gonna say, okay, well, you played all your games, you did all this, you're gonna get at least one upgrade for one player that's 70 or below.
Gotcha.
It's not gonna be an 80 overall player. It's not gonna be a 90 overall player. It's not gonna be any player above 70 or below. So that means at least we're helping you. We're gonna be like, okay, you're getting a little help with developing them. You're gonna get a little incentive for playing your games. You can say, okay, he's a normal. Okay, now he's a quick. It helps him. It speeds up his development a little bit faster.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's good to that's good to know, that and thank you so much for actually pulling all this stuff off, because this takes a lot of work to kind of finagle as far as with the payments and everything. But it's good to know now that Super Bowl winners actually get a lot more money this year, and then the runner-ups get a lot more money as well too, and then also division winners are getting good money. But on top of the money, are there any other incentives, for example, for a Super Bowl winner, or someone that, for example, may have won multiple Super Bowls in a season, or what have you?
Definitely. So not only are you going to get a cash prize, you're going to actually have a trophy to show for your accomplishments. I feel like prize money comes and goes. You be like, oh, yeah, I bought my girl some shoes, and the money's going down.
Right.
So now we're giving you an opportunity to say, you know what? I got my girl some shoes. I got this trophy on top of in my gaming room, on top of the TV, to show all my homeboys when they come over to play that I'm actually the best in my league. And most people say, oh, everybody say they're good at Madden. how many people can sign up for a league, pay the fees, jump in there, and have the guts to stick it out and play, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for guys that just want to sign up and play and quit. I'm looking for dudes that want to play. Like the guys I'm going to be calling everybody that signed up. So it's when I talk to them, I want to hear in their voice they eager to play. Like, you know what? I've been waiting for something like this. I'm waiting for this to come back around. Last year I didn't finish how I wanted to finish. Like, for instance, Eli in the PS4 league, he wants Brandon Miller so bad. Like, he wants to play him so bad.
Yeah.
He lost him in the NFC Championship. So when as soon as he signed up, paid his money, and he was like, yo, I want this dude right now. Like, when we picking teams, when we gonna get started, so I know to mark that day on my calendar when I play him, because he lost to him in the championship to go to the Super Bowl. And that sits with you when you take the game serious.
Absolutely.
And those are the type of guys I love. So
absolutely, man.
Then for the guys who win, whoever wins the most Super Bowls. So say for instance you win 3 of the 5 Super Bowls or 2 of the 5 Super Bowls, or you're a back-to-back champion and nobody else does a repeat, then you'll get a Super Bowl ring.
Okay.
A Underground Pro League championship ring, which means that you were the most dominant player of Madden 20 in our league.
Oh, okay. So you giving these guys hardware on top of the paper, man.
You gonna get your pockets lined. You gonna have something to walk around and show off to your girl, your kids, show off to your boys. You're gonna be getting articles on the website. So it's like, what more do you want? What more do you want?
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Like, we gonna give you the exposure, because half these cats don't even like I said, half of these cats don't even know the how prestigious it is to even be part of these leagues. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Exactly.
I'm not even trying to gas or even cap or anything, but it's a prestigious honor to be a part of these leagues, because you get notoriety. People will see your name pop up so many times on their Facebook timeline, on their Twitter timeline. If they're associated with Madden, they're following Madden Underground. You get what I'm saying?
Yep, exactly. And I will attest to that for anybody that's new to MaddenUnderground.com. I will definitely attest to that. If you're known and you're winning in Madden, and you will definitely be known for sure in the Madden community. You'll be represented in the Madden community, and if you go out there and you try to qualify for certain tournaments, whether it be online or off, trust me when I tell you, you'll have you get a lot of notoriety being a part of Madden Underground. That's for damn sure.
Yeah, this is we're not doing no baby stuff. It's not baby stuff, man. It's not no just around about, hey guys, we're starting the league, come join. Nah, it's not what it is, man.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's a prestigious honor, man, because we've been doing this for years. We've been featured on Madden NFL America. We've been featured on the NFL Network. We've been featured on NFL.com. All these different things. So that's why I say, so by you being associated with it, that same traffic that comes through those avenues, and when people search Madden or Madden Leagues, your name's gonna pop up, your picture's gonna pop up if you're winning, you're competing, and things of that nature. So, we want the guys to be engaged. And so what I did was I wanted to give more hardware, more cash, and more opportunity for them to get the notoriety they deserve. Because we have a lot of good players now.
Gotcha. And that's again that's the key thing that a lot of people have to understand too, is that there's a ton of great players in these leagues, and what I mean, and it's about that time to really to see that they get the notoriety that they deserve. It's definitely something that is been well deserved, and now they're finally going to get the opportunity to do this. You know what I mean?
There's yet to be a newcomer come in and dominate. Like you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that they haven't came in and held their own, but someone come in and just take over. I'm looking for that guy. I'm hoping that one of these guys that sign up are one of those new guys that's like a fresh face, and they come in, they take over. We're like, oh, can you believe this dude just came in and he's dominating? He won 2 Super Bowls. He done blew out our best people from last year. I'm looking for those kind of guys, a dude that's not scared to just line it up and just play. Like, that's what I'm looking for. Like, back in the day, we just lined it up and we played.
Right.
Hey man, what about this? Man, we're not like crying. Let's just get it. Let's line it up and let's play. Let's lock in and play.
Exactly.
I don't care. As soon soon as it's time for payouts, the payouts is on time, bro. You know what I mean? So the payouts is on time. I expect people to line up and play their games on time. All that ducking stuff, none of that duck. We don't play that ducking stuff. So if you sign up, you gonna have to play.
Exactly, and I was just about to say that as well too. Is because the incentives are so large now, and because the payouts are better, the incentives are better, and you do have to pay more money to be involved and be in the league now. It's definitely gonna show the mice from the men. You know what I mean?
No, it's gonna definitely separate the men from the boys, man. So that's why I'm like if just by you cracking your piggy bank open and saying like, hey, I want in, I got the money, I'm paying my registration fee, I'm looking forward to the lottery, and I'm gonna have my team fee ready when that time comes. That's you stepping up as a man. You know, like, yo, I'm a man, I'm ready to go.
Yeah, no doubt. And just for everybody to understand too, one of the things that Brian and I have both talked about, as far as for the team fees, make it a point, guys, because as you can see on the screen right now, we're showing you that the draft lottery is July 20th, and then you don't have to worry about the team fees until at the time of the team draft itself. Once you get your actual team, you select your team, you know what you have to pay. So because you know what you have to pay, my recommendation to anybody that's listening to this right now is to make sure that you just save $50, so that way you can get the team guaranteed that you want.
If you paid your registration fee, you know now you got a month to come up with that team fee, and it's not, that's $10 a week, or however you want to slice it up, you know what I mean, or $25 every 2 weeks or whatever. Just put away $25. But what I recommend is doing your homework, because these ratings are gonna come out, and then you're gonna be able to see what teams are falling where. So if you're a Steelers fan and you like, hey, I want the Steelers, I want to try to get the Steelers, when those ratings come out in the next week or so, to say, okay, let me look at, let me see what the Ravens are. Let me see what the Ravens are rated. If the Ravens are rated in the A's or whatever they're rated, and then the Steelers are rated below them, just a little bit below them, then okay, the Steelers are a tier 2 team, or the Steelers are a tier 1 team, or the Steelers are a tier 3 team. But it's based on the overall with those teams in that division. So you got Steelers, Bengals, Ravens, and Browns. That's a good division.
Yeah. That's gonna be a solid division. There's no doubt about it.
So you'll be able to get a good team. You know what I'm saying? You'll be able to get one of those teams for $20.
Now here's a question for you here that I'm sure some people are going to probably ask, but I'm asking for myself as well too, because I just thought about this while we're sitting here talking on air here. So what happens, for example, let's say two teams in the same division are the same exact rating. Then what do you go by after that?
Then we'll go by the amount of X Factor players.
Gotcha. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. So if one has two X Factor players and the other one has just one, then you're gonna say that one is the tier 3 team, and the other one's a tier 4 team. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, tier 3 or tier 4 team, or tier 1. And sometimes, depending on the scenario, if they're both like we'll work it out depending on the scenario. But if push comes to shove, if they're both they both favor like tier 4 teams, they're close to both being like, they're actually just both tier 4 teams. I don't mind just covering somebody and giving it to them for them as a tier 4 team. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Like that, I don't. If it's really that close, I don't really mind. But we'll have a clearer aspect of it, when the ratings come out. But as of now, we're just gonna stick to what we have, as far as, because if somebody has the same ratings, then that's different. I'll just tier them as the lower what they are with the group.
Gotcha.
I'm not really flipping on that, but it's just I want to make sure that my main thing right now is these dudes getting these registrations in, because what's gonna happen is somebody's gonna wait till the day. I'm not taking no money during the draft. During the lottery.
Okay, so you guys heard it. You guys heard it here first. You heard it here first, guys. when the day of that lottery, July 20th, again, July 20th, the day of that lottery, he is not taking any money from anybody. Understand that, guys.
I'm not taking any registration fees on that day. So that means that if you want it, well, not that day, but during the lottery. So once the lottery starts, and you say, hey, I got my money here. Nah, man, if there's 28 people in that draft, then you're automatically 29. You know what I mean?
Yep.
So, like,
that's it.
It's to increase your odds of having a solid pick, and you not having to move up and down within the league, trying to negotiate terms and move up and move down. I would just recommend just playing. Just paying and securing your spot, man. That's the main thing you want to do. You want to secure your spot.
Right, exactly. So that's the key, guys. At this point, just make sure you secure your spot for the MUPL, for Xbox One or PS4 or both. As you know, and shout out to Red RZA. He actually paid for both. So he's trying to be in both. There's going to be a couple guys actually is probably going to be in both as well. But again, the fact that when you get those guys that want to be a part and they pay, especially for both leagues, it speaks volumes. It definitely speaks volumes as far as the payouts and what's going to be able to to take place within the leagues. Now keep in mind too, and I actually have another question for you also. What is there gonna be any type of tournaments going on, for example, for anybody that may, I don't know, miss the playoffs I guess so, for people who just missed the playoffs, there's guys that just didn't have a good season, but they still want to kind of, see if they could, get something out of the deal.
No, definitely. Whether it be a gift card, we having tournaments. I'm talking about in-house tournaments within leagues. But first off, as soon as the league starts, before the league even starts, we're gonna have the Madden Underground Invitational Tournament, and that's within the league. You know what I mean? It's anybody within the league that wants to play, sign up and take a shot at trying to win $100 in a tournament. And
Nice. So this is gonna be a tournament before the league starts.
That's gonna be a tournament before the league starts.
Oh, nice. You're giving people some lab work, basically.
No, definitely. So I want to make sure everybody has an opportunity to win.
Does it cost anything for this league?
No, this league, no.
For the tournament, I meant the tournament. Yeah.
Tournament is absolutely free to league members. League members can play for free.
Nice.
We already hit y'all for a amount of money. I'm trying to give you guys an opportunity to win some of that money back. So
absolutely.
Yeah. So like I said, man, it's nothing's being pocketed or anything of that nature. So it's just like we want to make sure just opportunity and competitiveness is at a high level at all times.
Right. Yeah, and I totally understand, because you get guys that get burnt out and they don't want to play anymore. You know what I mean? And especially, last year, me and you have actually discussed it before too. Last year was not the best best year for Madden.
Madden 19 was terrible, and that's why I'm so excited about Madden 20 after playing the beta.
Right.
Things of that nature. Like it like the guys that haven't played, they don't know, so they're kind of like, oh, it's Madden. No, it's not the same game. It's really not the same game. So it's a totally different game.
Gotcha.
Madden 20 is going to be a totally different game. I'm talking about even within the franchise standpoint.